back again to finally give you what you all been waiting for, and that is our top 15 favorite albums of 2021. Coming in, we got Bigger Than Life, ESTG. Number 14, we got Hitless Wears Hermes, side A and B. Number 13, we got Donda by Kanye West. 12, we got Vince Staples with Self-Titled. Yes. 11, we got Playboi Carti with Whole Lotta Red. 10, we got Mick Jenkins with Elephant in the Room. Number 9, we got Who Is Nardo Wick with Nardo Wick. Number 8, we got Super Techno Bo Jackson and the Alchemist. Number 7, we got Temporary High, Snow Allegra. Dumbo with number 6, Pink Sifu. 5, IDK with Views for Yourself. Oh, we getting down to the nitty gritty. Top 4. Number 4, LP. Well, I like both offline and online version, but I guess, with the JPEG Mafia fans, they would prefer the offline version. But JPEG Mafia with LP. Number 3, we got Dawn by Yebba. Can't wait to talk about this album. Number 2, The House is Burning, Isaiah Rashad. And number 1, Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler the Creator.
15, we got J. Cole with The Off Season. At number 14, we got Little Sims with Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. At number 13, we have Snow Allegra with Temporary Highs and Violet Skies. At number 12, we have Westside Gun with Hitler Wears Hermes, A and B. At number 11, we have Nardo Wick with Who Is Nardo Wick. At number 10, we have Pink Seafood with Gumbo. At number 9, we have Z-Loppers, Van Gogh's Left Ear. At number 8, we have Bodie James with Bo Jackson. At number 7, we have Mac Homie, Pray for Haiti. At number 6, we have Vince Staples, Self-Titled. At number 5, we got Mick Jenkins, Elephant in the Room. At number 4, we got IDK, You See For Yourself. At number 3, we got Isaiah Rashad, The House is Burning. And at number 2, we have Tyler the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost. And at number 1, we have JPEG Mafia with LP, the offline version. So I know what y'all thinking. We didn't say nothing about the honorable mentions. We do have honorable mentions. Just check out all the damn albums in the thumbnail. Those will be our honorable mentions. So yeah. But yeah, man. Jay, how you feeling about this year of music, bro? I feel like this year was a great one.
I agree.
We picked up.
Yeah, it started. I mean, yeah. Did it really start off slow? Cause who was the first person to drop that we knew of?
Whole Lotta Red, if we count, you'll see this whole list. So yeah, Whole Lotta Red started it off last year.
Yeah, Whole Lotta Red, which was a highly anticipated album on my end. I love the progression that Playboi Carti had, throughout his career. Like just watching him from when he started to like where he's at now. Like I love how he keeps and like reinventing himself, and from the production to some questionable lyrics, but overall I did enjoy this project. Even not listening to it for a while and going back to it, I'm just like, damn, this album still gives me the same feeling that I had when I first heard it. So that's why it made number 11 on my list.
I would say it definitely grown. It's definitely grown on me, but I haven't gone back to it as much. Like the replay value for me hasn't been as high. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know, it's probably gonna change over time. And I ain't even gonna lie, right now I don't know. I gotta listen to it a couple more times before I say that's like, his best project out ever and all that junk. Like how most people doing, but I do respect the album for what it is. And if we were going to number 16 or something like that, that would definitely be number 16. So that one was right on the outside looking in.
I would say this is his best project ever, only because of the growth that he showed and just the willingness to try something different and like reinvent himself. Like I feel people on Die Lit, like yeah, Die Lit is a maybe classic depending on who you're asking, but Whole Lotta Red is just kind of like this guy he's completely found his lane. He's going full throttle into it, and he's just not taking no prisoners. You feel me?
Speaking of people dropping their best projects, though, I feel like we'll talk about Whole Lotta Red all day. A lot of people saying this Tyler the Creator best project.
It's hard, man, because it's like if you look at the overall discography of Tyler the Creator and like where he came from to now, you would see like a huge difference, right? So me just kind of looking at the new Tyler and like when he started kind of shifting to now, it's like I would say, yeah, I think this is probably his most complete project as far as like everything that I feel like he was trying to check off on the box.
Yeah, I agree too. Especially coming off of Igor. Like, I don't know. I like what he did with Igor, but at the same time, I prefer Tyler when he's more so on his rapping stuff. So just coming back to this album and then just seeing like you said, listen to this album all the way up into where we at now, like, yeah, you can see so much growth. A lot of people say this might be JPEG Mafia bitch project.
Listen, man, you more of a JPEG Mafia fan than I am. I just kind of like started to get into his music, but from what I've heard to now, I probably would agree on that too. I feel like this is his most complete project as far as like his style goes.
I give him that Prince title as far as like he's able to, I don't know, just the way he is and like being able to change up his album style and all that junk, the way it sounds from album to album, even going all the way back to his older shit that I've been catching up with. Like he always find a way to bring something new. And I feel like with this album, like he explored more of a trap side with this album. Like this felt like Trap Peggy. Like that what this junk felt like. Then not to mention just the offline version, the whole controversy with that, bro. The online version is straight, but the offline version is where it's at, bro. Like you can really, it's so many sounds, and then just him as a rapper, bro. He just continues to get better and better and better. And I ain't gonna lie, he also got a nice little singing voice. I love the rendition that he did with Thought's Prayer over the Britney Spears joint, The Baby Hit Me One More Time. And yeah, bro, he's just, I don't know, he just keep getting more and more creative as an artist, and then it was cool finding out that this is the last album that he got with whatever label he was signed to. I didn't even know he was signed to a label at this point. So yeah, JPEG Mafia is a free agent. How do you feel about the Alchemist and Bo James? Shoot, I mean, we can talk about the Alchemist. We can just talk about the Alchemist as a whole by itself. But just like the fact that like you got Bodie James like Super Techno Bo on yours, but I got Bodie James, Bo Jackson on mine. That right there alone shows you how great these folks, you know what I'm saying? These folks is together, how great this combination is. And it started with the price of tea in China, and I don't know. Like, it's crazy because when I first got on, like, I like Bo Jackson, but I had to go back and listen to it a couple more times to just finally just jump on board. And then the fact that they dropped Super Techno Bo towards the end of the year, it made the decision a lot more harder. I ain't gonna lie. But I think we were talking about in the conversation earlier. Like, I just preferred like Bo Jackson to me felt like a full story, while Super Techno Bo sort of felt like a DLC. Like a epilogue or some junk to the story of Bo Jackson. So yeah.
I can see that. I agree, but I don't know. I feel like I like the sound of Super Techno Bo just a little bit more than Bo Jackson, because it was tough for me to pick between the two, because I love Bo Jackson. Like Illegal Search and Seizure
Yes.
is one of my favorite songs of 2021, hands down. But
Great song.
when I listened to the whole project in total, Bo Jackson, it was a lot darker, a lot grittier. You know, he was talking about his life, of course, but it was more on like the darker path of it versus like Super Techno Bo. It was more upbeat. I don't want to say lighter because he was still talking about some like deep dark shit, but at the same time it was kind of like on some like, hey, you know what I'm saying, this was fucked up, but life's gonna get better type shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why I gravitated towards Super Techno Bo a little bit more. But yeah, man, both projects A+, man. I wish I could have put both of them in my top 15, but I feel like some other superstars deserve some recognition. How do you feel about Vince Staples? Vince Staples didn't make your top 10.
He did.
Why,
Staples. He was number 6 on my list.
Oh, he's number 6. Oh shit.
He was Vince Staples.
12.
Yeah, Vince Staples had to, because as much as I like during that whole during that summer period, I ain't gonna lie, Like we just had albums dropping back to back to back, from Isaiah Rashad to Tyler Creator to Vince Staples. All just they like IDK. All them just dropping at one point. Like I feel like Vince Staples' albums was one of them albums that sort of fell under the radar, but I was one of them people that was going back to it a lot. Like I really like it for what it is. It's one of them albums. It's straight to the point. It's straight to the point, but then at the same time, it's like I feel like he's talking about a lot within these songs, and I just like this overall sound that he's doing. He's more melodic on here. Like he's still rapping, you know what I'm saying? But it's just more melodic, and I feel like he kind of playing with like different flows in there too. So yeah, bro, this Vince Staples self-titled album, like I liked it for what it was, bro. He came with it.
All right, I can agree with that. I love Vince Staples' self-titled album. I feel like besides Summertime '06, it's probably one of my favorite releases. Even though I did love FM, I love how straight to the point. I love FM. I love how straight to the point it was, how fun it was, and just upbeat and tempo. But it felt more personal, and I just really like just Vince. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of being like, hey, like this is just a lifestyle that I live that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to encourage it. You know, I'm just speaking my truth, and I really love that about this album. I don't think I went back to it as much as I feel like I should have. As far as like, it's one of those when I'm in the mood type albums. So It was like on that type of time. But yeah, overall, I did love this album as a whole. And damn, what else am I about to say about it? I kind of went back to it in parts. That's kind of how it was. I went to a couple songs like Sundown Town. Is it Take Me Home or something like that?
I love Take Me Home.
Featuring Forshi or something like that. I love that song. I went back to them two songs a lot, and then I kind of went down some of them other songs like Crippin'.
Yeah, the ESTG album, he made my honorable mentions, but he ain't make it to my top. Same thing with the Donda album. Like, I like ESTG album because, like, it was a new sound for me. That was my first time really listening to ESTG, and I like the way he raps. But I don't go back to that album as a whole. Like, yeah, I pick and choose songs here and there that I like off of it, versus like a Nardo Wick album that's kind of on the same type of time as that song. I listen to most of that album. Like, I go back and listen to most of that album, but don't get me wrong. That Capital One, then now, what is it, Death Before Dishonor, 5200, for me, 4200. He got some bangers on there, don't get me wrong, but I just, Wick, man. So, yeah.
Listen, man. I love ESTG front to back. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this is my first album introduction to ESTG, and when I first heard it, I was like, yo, this guy's the real deal. Like, he's special on that type of time. Like 5500 Degrees, Capital One, Real Reason, Lick Back. Like, come on, man. Like, I even fuck with Lick Back remix, my guy. Like, my boy's hard. Like, it's a few rappers out there that when they rap, that you believe what they saying. Like, I feel like, I don't know how them niggas be, but I feel like us, we can tell when a rapper's like, oh, this nigga's serious about his lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually, spit some truth.
A gangster put like that metal to your mouth like some braces.
Braces? Oh, god damn.
Gangster.
But him, Nardo Wick, I feel the same way about them too. Like, I feel like they just speaking their life, and they just kind of, saying how their life is, how their life used to be, and I believe every word of it. Like, the thing about it, when you good at storytelling and you can put a good beat behind it, like, come on, man, you bound for success. That's what I love about Bo Jackson. He's a great storyteller. But my man Pink Seafood, this album caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, listen, I got shout out to you, man. Shout out to T. He put me on his album. It was last minute, but I was like, you know what? I gotta listen to his album before the year ends, and I put this album on, even though the album came out earlier in the year.
Yeah.
I listened to it. I finally got a chance to check it out, and I was blown away. Like, my guy here is special, man. Like, he makes special records.
And he's from the 205.
He's from
Alabama.
G05, Birmingham, Alabama.
I love this album front to back, man. I just love the concept about it. I love the variations of styles that he chose with it. It did kind of felt, yeah, like a soulful trapfulness. Like it kind of caught me off guard at first when I first heard it, but continuing to listen to it, I was just kind of on some like, damn, this is nice.
Shout out to the JPEG Mafia concert. Z-Loppers. I had downloaded the album and I got on it, you know what I'm saying? I was listening to it while I was at work driving and stuff. And I was just stuck on it, bro. The album is so chaotic. Like, he just reminds me of like I don't know, he reminds me of like a younger Danny Brown with some ODB in there, but slightly with some, who else I said? Somebody melodic, like a Young Thug or something. Like, I don't know, he just gives me a lot. And he keeps, I don't know, it's so authentic because he got that sound. He got that, you know what I'm saying? It's still that Bruiser Brigade sort of sound, but at the same time, it's like he got like this other Detroit element going on with it.
Listen, Dine is a beautiful album, front to back. Like, I love every song on that album. It felt so intimate. Like, I don't even know this woman, but I felt every song that she was singing on that album. Like, it's an album about her deceased mom, bro. Like, how can you not love that album?
It was a good album.
Still Allegra's on the other hand.
Look, I'll Return. That's my favorite R&B album to come out this year. In which the crazy thing about it, it was some stiff competition this year. I ain't, as far as like the R&B categories, a lot of people that dropped this year, but Snow Allegra was the album that I returned to the most. But at the same time, I gotta admit, I feel like it's a lot of R&B that I missed this year. I know it is. But
oh yeah, there's a couple of R&B albums I kind of got on late this year that I actually enjoying right now, like Leon Bridges. For people who don't know Leon Bridges, he got a new album out. I would definitely check that out. Summer Walker, she kind of had like a little buzz going. Her album was cool.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan, Hotels, right. And what's my girl name? Cleo Soul.
Oh yeah, Cleo Soul. Man, look, I ain't gonna lie. Zara Rashad, he was battling for that top. He was battling for that top 1 and 2 spot too, along with JPEG Mafia and Tyler Creator. I don't know. I kind of went back and I listened to the album and I was just like, yeah, it's some of these songs on here where it's like the concept don't really fit. Like, I don't know, like remember what I was saying, like a song like Lay With You, like while I do like that song, it don't necessarily fit. And then songs like while the concept of All Herb is good, it does make the album feel like it's slowing down a little bit. Like we was on a nice tempo and then we get the All Herb and it's like, okay, this cool, but you know. But for the most part, I love the album as a whole. Isaiah Rashad, I liked how he came back and stuff. I do feel like with this album, you know, comparing it to like the Sun's Tirade, he's in a much happier spot. But at the same time, I feel like he did a lot more rapping on the Sun's Tirade, but he did a lot more melodic shit on this album, and it sounds great. It sounds great. And I like in his interviews he was talking about, he said he didn't have to really think as much. He sort of like I think he freestyled most of this album. So, yeah, he just sounds, I don't know, he just sounds a lot. I like Happy Isaiah. So, yeah, this is a dope album, dope concept. And, yeah, I'm can't wait to see what he do in the future. Hopefully we ain't got to wait another 5 years.
I enjoy this album front to back. I do agree that a couple tracks I could have did without, which was Lay With You and All Herbs. Both of those songs, they were cool, but as far as the context of the album goes, they don't really fit the narrative that strongly. But yeah, man, still a great release, and it's also an album that made it into one of my most played this year. So I feel like number 2 was a good fitting spot for it. All right, people. So that's our list for 2021, man. Tell us how you feel. Tell us what's in your top 15. Tell us is there any albums that you feel like deserve to be higher, lower, all that, jive. And yeah, man, we'll see y'all in 2022. Yeah. 22.
And we are out.